Leadership and navigation competency. Leadership. Leadership is the ability to influence, guide, and inspire individuals or groups to achieve organizational goals. Effective leadership involves setting a clear vision, creating alignment, fostering motivation, and driving performance. Leaders are responsible not only for achieving results, but also for developing people, shaping organizational culture, and ensuring ethical and responsible decision-making. In the human resources (HR) context, leadership requires balancing strategic objectives with employee well-being. HR leaders play a critical role in aligning workforce strategies with business goals, promoting engagement, and building resilient organizational structures. The role of the leader. The role of a leader extends beyond directing tasks and managing processes. Leaders serve as role models, change agents, mentors, and strategic partners. Their key responsibilities include vision and direction, establishing a compelling vision and defining strategic objectives. Decision-making, making informed and timely decisions that support organizational success. Communication, clearly conveying expectations, goals, and feedback. Motivation and engagement, inspiring employees to perform at their best. Talent development, coaching, mentoring, and supporting professional growth. Change leadership, guiding organizations through transformation and uncertainty. Ethical stewardship, upholding integrity, transparency, and fairness. Effective leaders balance task achievement with people management, ensuring sustainable performance and long-term success. Leadership theories. Leadership theories provide frameworks for understanding how leaders influence individuals and organizations. The most prominent theories include trait theory. This theory suggests that certain inherent traits, such as confidence, intelligence, integrity, and emotional stability, distinguish effective leaders from others. Behavioral theories. These theories focus on leadership behaviors rather than personal traits, emphasizing leadership styles such as task-oriented and people-oriented behaviors. Contingency and situational theories. These models propose that leadership effectiveness depends on situational factors. Leaders must adapt their style based on the environment, team maturity, and task complexity. Transformational leadership. Transformational leaders inspire followers by creating a compelling vision, encouraging innovation, and fostering personal growth. Transactional leadership. This approach is based on structured roles, rewards, and performance management, emphasizing compliance and efficiency. Servant leadership. Servant leaders prioritize the needs of their followers, focusing on empowerment, development, and community building. Navigating the organization. Navigating the organization involves understanding formal structures, informal networks, political dynamics, and cultural norms. Leaders must effectively maneuver through these elements to influence outcomes, build partnerships, and achieve strategic objectives. Successful organizational navigation requires political awareness, emotional intelligence, and strong interpersonal skills. Learning the organization. Understanding the organization is essential for effective leadership. Leaders should develop knowledge in the following areas: organizational structure, reporting relationships, decision-making authority, and communication channels. Corporate culture, shared values, beliefs, behaviors, and norms. Power dynamics, informal influence networks, and key decision-makers. Operational processes, workflow, policies, and performance metrics. Strategic priorities, long-term goals, and competitive positioning. By thoroughly learning the organization, leaders can anticipate challenges, leverage opportunities, and build credibility. Finding allies. Allies are individuals or groups that support a leader's goals and initiatives. Building strong alliances enhances influence, accelerates change, and reduces resistance. Effective strategies for finding allies include building trust through consistency and integrity, demonstrating value and competence, understanding stakeholders' interests and concerns, engaging in active listening and collaboration, maintaining open and transparent communication. Strategic alliances across departments strengthen organizational cohesion and performance. Influencing. Influencing is the capacity to shape opinions, decisions, and behaviors without relying solely on formal authority. Effective influence is built on trust, credibility, communication, and emotional intelligence. Key influencing techniques include persuasion, negotiation, collaboration, and relationship building. Types of power. Power refers to the ability to influence others. The primary types of power include legitimate power, authority derived from formal position; reward power, ability to provide incentives or benefits; coercive power, ability to impose penalties or consequences; expert power, influence gained through knowledge and expertise; referent power, influence based on admiration, respect, and personal appeal; informational power, control over valuable information. Effective leaders rely primarily on expert and referent power to foster trust and long-term influence. Persuading. Persuasion involves convincing others to accept ideas, take action, or change behaviors through logical reasoning, emotional appeal, and ethical communication. Effective persuasion requires understanding audience needs and motivations, presenting clear and compelling arguments, using data and evidence, building emotional connection, demonstrating credibility and integrity. Ethical persuasion avoids manipulation and promotes mutual benefit. Motivation theories. Motivation theories explain what drives individuals to perform and engage at work. Major theories include Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Proposes that individuals are motivated by a progression of needs, from physiological to self-actualization. Herzberg's two-factor theory distinguishes between hygiene factors, salary, conditions, and motivators, achievement, recognition. McClelland's theory of needs focuses on achievement, affiliation, and power as primary motivational drivers. Expectancy theory suggests motivation depends on expectations of performance and perceived rewards. Equity theory emphasizes fairness and perceived equity in workplace relationships. Defining motivation and motivation theories. Motivation is the internal and external forces that stimulate individuals to take action, sustain effort, and achieve goals. Understanding motivation theories allows leaders to design effective reward systems, enhance engagement, and improve productivity. Applying motivational principles enables organizations to create supportive environments that foster commitment, satisfaction, and high performance. Personal leadership qualities. Effective leaders demonstrate a combination of personal qualities that enhance credibility and influence, including integrity and ethical behavior, emotional intelligence, self-awareness and self-regulation, confidence and resilience, adaptability and flexibility, accountability and responsibility, empathy and compassion, strategic thinking. These qualities enable leaders to inspire trust, manage complexity, and drive organizational success.